got like 10 of these Peloton basically. Apparently this is like a treasure hunting. Every time I go from one, which way was it?
Oh, I feel like
We came from down there. Yeah. Basically it's like a treasure hunting. I go from one store and then that store sends me shit to mangle the box. That store sends me to the next store. And then that next store sends me to the next store. This store's talking about that there's another store. I'm not going to give the name, and they've got like loads, so the treasure hunt continues. What's up guys, it's your boy, back at you with another video, you get me? Basically I just got back from that area I was in, Stoke-on-Trent, you get me? Had to go on a bit of a mission to get those Peloton, because for those of you who are unaware, if you ain't been watching the last few videos, then you basically know they've been selling like hotcakes, and I had about 10 pairs down here. I've officially got one pair left. I've sold more than 10, it's probably been about 15 now, so I'm about 15 pairs deep on these Peloton. Anyway, I made a few calls, found out, or whilst I was in the last store, should I say, they notified me of another store that had some. This morning I made that call that you guys have seen, or basically I don't know if I'm going to put, basically I recorded a clip of me making a phone call to track these down. I don't know if it's going to be at the start or in the middle of the video, but basically, so I don't know if you guys have seen that yet. But basically I went to get these, and obviously I'm back now, so they had more, they actually had 18 pairs, but I only got 10, because I'm trying to get to a point where I actually have some money left in the bank, so I'm trying not to just have like a good weekend and blow it all out straight away. So there's plenty more out there, there's a few more stores, which that store that I just got these from told me of another store that has more. So there's plenty more pairs to go and grab. Shot all them, and then I'll go back and get the rest from that store if there's any left, and then I'll start venturing out to other stores and getting more. But obviously I need other stuff, I source other stuff in between just getting Peloton. So £100 haul that was for 10 pairs, and from that £100 I should be able to make some good monies. So basically, yeah, 10 pairs of these. I got all the good sizes, like this is 39's the smallest size I got. These are EU sizes, so it's like I guess size 6 upwards, something like that. So I'm happy with that, mainly because this weekend, the rest, I had like 6 or 7 left, basically, like Thursday or Friday, and I've got one left, so I've sold a bunch over this weekend, and I was like, right, I'm making the journey to Stoke on Monday. Today's Monday, go get some more, and basically guys, this isn't going to be, you're not going to see this video on Monday, because I basically got a couple video death pile, so I've got 2 videos to upload before this video drops. So everything's going to be like 3 or 4 days late, but in a way it's kind of good, because it gives me a chance to stay up to date with the channel. And you guys think you're getting an up to date video, and really it's like a week behind. You get me? So basically guys, today it's Monday like I said, so I had a really good weekend this weekend. I got a bunch of stuff, a bunch of parcels to post. Matter of fact, let me show you all the parcels I've got to post today. So this is all what we've got, and there's some more in the house, so it's been a decent weekend. That's what's in the car basically. They got some more up in the room, and then my partner sent some as well. So it's been a good weekend, so things are on the up. Long story short, this escape plan is working. I guess technically, I don't know if I can say I'm behind or what. So I started in November, so November, December, January, February, March. So we're coming towards the end of month 5. Last month, for those of you unaware, I was theoretically supposed to be listing like 4 listings a day, something around that point. I skipped that halfway through the month and jumped to 8 listings, and then the beginning of this month I was listing 10 a day. Then I got landed with a slave job, 12 hours a day, all this and that, and I decided, after having a little fun with the 10 a day and struggling, I'm going to ramp it back down a little bit, and I'm going to come back down to about 5-6 listings a day. My goal's 5, but I'm going to do 6 just for good luck, because I've had some good money coming these last few weeks. I felt the stress of what is due to come. I felt the stress of 10 listings a day, and the stress of 10 listings a day and a 12-hour shift job. It's too much right now, so basically I decided I'm going to ramp it down. I'm going to hit this 6 listing a day mark, because I basically just want to. The goal is to be free by the end of this year. I had an initial goal of like 24 sales a day, 24 listings a day, just one for every hour of the day. But then I realised that's not enough for where I want to be. So basically, I really want to outdo that 24 listings a day. But I feel like pushing too early, too soon. Now, it's not that I run into a supply problem, but it's a lot easier to list sort of 10, 20 items a day when you have a few people to go and get lots from for a good price, instead of individually actually having to hunt for 10 to 20 items a day, actually having to go out there and find that every day, unless you manage to get ahead of yourself in the death pile, which I've not, because I haven't actually got the finances as of yet to just get a healthy death pile, to be honest with you. So basically I feel like I'm in a safer place if I just ramp down a little bit. I'll probably end up better off because I won't have to source so much, which means I'll be having more money left over in the bank, and I can make better sales because I can get better items. So theoretically, taking it slower, it will be better. So that's basically my plan. So slow down just a little bit. It's come down to about 5-6 listings a day. Keep my full-time job. My partner's got her account, and then slowly over the next few months, I've got some people who like I'm building relationships with and that now. And I've also come across a few new methods of getting stock without just driving from store to store. One of them's phoning stores. Decided I'm going to start phoning stores and pre-booking things, you get me? Like if I hear something down the grapevine about a certain item, make 2-3 calls, secure that, and then just go pick it up. If I can mix some of that in, basically I'm going to start like licking my hard goods a little bit more, get on some of these electricals, some Xboxes, some iPhones. Basically I'm going to start using my money now. I'm basically going to start using my brains as well. So that's what, basically this month I'm just going to settle in at about 6 listings a day and slowly push up from there, 1 listing every month. Maybe 2, depending on finances, to be honest with you. The problem is, guys, I'm in and out of a job, and I've always been like that. So every time I'm out of a job, my eBay finances take a hit because gas and electric needs paying, and it's not even a joke. It's not even a joke. Like, it angers me so much. Like this short period of time where I've been out of work, I got so far, basically when I had a job, and then I come out of work, and then the eBay store is still growing, but the bank account's not growing alongside it, and it's getting quite annoying. So I'm glad I'm back in work now. I'll be able to hopefully just let the eBay bank grow for just a few months, just a few months, man. And on top of that, guys, yeah, the actual whole point of this video, yeah, I've got some news basically. I knew I had something to talk about, but because of getting those Peloton, the whole point of the video just totally skipped man's head. So I'm not picking any items today because, like I said, I've already picked everything last night basically to save myself some time today. So I can get those Peloton, chill out, because it's 12 hours night shift tonight, and basically just list my 6 items. But basically, guys, for those of you unaware, those last few videos, if you was watching, those kind of clickbait-ish, kind of like, oh, everything's going to change in man's life and all that type of shit. But basically, that wasn't clickbait. I didn't want to talk about it in those videos because, like, it could turn into like a legal issue, really, when I think about it. And I didn't want to create any more fuckeries for one's life. My life has been through many fuckeries as it is, you get me? But long story short, guys, I've basically been in and out of work for many, many years, you get me? And I've been receiving help off the government credits, you get me? Benefits. That's basically what I've been doing. I've just been living a scumbag life my whole life, you get me? And basically the last few years I've been figuring it out. I've been figuring out to get some actual monies. You get me? In these last 2 years, I've actually made money on eBay. Like, an unexplainable amount of money. Like, like if they looked at my bank account, this straight up fraud type shit, you get me? Obviously, we all know, like, you start a side hustle, you get monies, and it's not just like all that money's yours, but like, they don't give a fuck. The government don't give a fuck. It's all they're gonna see is a bank account with about 20 grand gone in. What is this? You get me? So anyway, that's the situation I was in, and I was being audited. I could have been snitched on or something, but I was basically being audited, yeah. And I just tried to blag it. I just tried to act as though I just had my one bank account, which didn't have my eBay going in. But the reason I was blagging it, guys, not because I was trying to break the law, this is the reason I was blagging it, okay? Because I basically started eBay. Not this tax year, the tax year before. So tax year 21, April 21 to April 22. So those of you who are clued up with tax, you know what I want. In that tax year, I've started eBay officially. Before that, I just kept getting my accounts axed and blocked and doing dumb shit, which was fucking shit up for me, okay? So basically, I started this eBay thing, and then I looked into tax, and basically, it said in the tax that you're allowed until October in your second tax year. That's like your latest deadline before you should submit or let the government know that like you've completed your first tax year, you get me, and made some actual monies. So I was like, yeah, cool, I ain't gonna do no tax now, I'll do it then, you get me, and basically submit it late, and hopefully by then I've made some money. If I've earned anything, then I can just pay them. And long story short, I missed that October deadline, innit, and this auditing shit started in like December, so I'd only just missed it, and like I basically had intent to like catch up on all my taxes and submit it, knowing full well that I don't actually owe any tax because I haven't earned enough. My first tax year, I don't know, made maybe like 7-8 grand. Basically come away with about 3 grand profit. And after getting through as many expenses as possible, it's probably down now to about £1,500 profit my first tax year. So that weren't fuck all. So I don't owe any tax year, and then this year's significantly higher. Like significantly higher, you get me? But basically it's not the end of this tax year yet, so I haven't officially broken any rules yet, other than not letting them know. But long story short, they started auditing, man. I'm in this transition period now of trying to go self-employed, so when I got these letters saying we need to look at your bank accounts, bank statements, everything, you know, I'm like, shit. So I had like some phone interviews with them and that, and just tried to blag it. They saw that I've given myself money, and they're like, who's this account? What's this money from? We need to see this other account. So I'm like, right, whatever. In this time, I'm still trying to sort my fucking self-employed shit, and it's not that deep actually. Basically, you make like a government account, you submit your tax shit, and then you get a bill, basically off the government, and that's how it goes. So I'm in that process now, but the problem is I had 2 years of backtracking to do, which I've actually done. But now another problem comes in. I have 2 accounts, my partner has an account. I've backtracked all of my history for the last 2 years, so my tax is up to date. Give or take like 2 months worth of shipping, which I've got to go in there and do. Now, the problem comes because my partner's got 2 years of backtracking to do as well, so it took all this time to do my backtracking. Now we've got to backtrack her finances from her account, which is nowhere near as significant as mine, but it's going to make a difference. So basically, all this process has took too long. We've had phone calls with the job centre, we've missed deadlines to submit these like letters and that. Long story short, they just said like, well, at first I was arguing with the guy on the phone, you know, like I don't really feel it's appropriate to be giving you all these details because he's asking me every single transaction from my bank account, £2 here, £4 here. Guys, my phone just stopped recording because my internet data ran out. Like, what sort of madness is that? He stopped my video to let me know that my data's ran out. But anyway, basically, guys, I lost where I was. I was arguing down the phone with the guy, saying, why are you asking us so much? Just trying to figure him out, innit? Because I'm like, am I in some shit here? But basically, I just think they're clamping down on scumbags like me, you get me? Who they don't want people riding in the middle. You're either a scumbag or you're a working slave. You can't be in the middle. You can't be awake and receiving some benefits and working and starting a business. Are you mad? That's not on. That's basically what they're saying to man, innit? So I fell into that category. And they come down hard on man. And long story short, guys, I wasn't happy with it, you get me? And I told them, like, I basically said, like, I don't really want to cooperate with man, wagwan, if I don't cooperate. You get me? And it's like, well, you're totally within your right not to cooperate, but if you don't cooperate, we're cutting off your help, like all your help with your kids' benefits, help with rent, everything's done. So I come off that phone call like, shit, I need to basically give me like a deadline to send the rest of these bank statements to, and basically I missed that deadline because I've got money to make, and like I'm not, basically I should have done it because we do need that help, but at the same time I feel like this part of my life was inevitable anyway. This was inevitable, this was going to happen, At some point I was going to earn so much through eBay that they just can't help me anymore. And I'm like, I've ramped up my sales so much these last 2 months. It almost doesn't really matter. Like, I can make it happen anyway. Like, my eBay will take a hit for it, but like, which is it? Do I fucking like have mans reaching into my accounts asking for statements and this and that? Like, trying to claim, like, demand tax money off me early? Or do I just say bounce and just suffer anyway? You get me? Fucking. Anyway, that's basically the scenario I was in. So, like, I know people are going to comment down here, like, oh, it's because of people like you. It's not because of people like, well, it is because of people. Well, matter of fact, it doesn't really fucking matter. I don't really give a shit. Like, this whole system is a joke. It's all set up to fail. Like, if you want to sit there and play the rules, good luck making any money. That's all I'll say to you. You get me? Carry on playing the rules. I'll fucking find a way out, you know what I mean? But anyway, so that's the situation, yeah? So, it's one thing I've learned in life. There's one thing I've learned that... There's one thing that I've had to do that my children aren't going to have to do. Is to have anything to do with the government. My kids are never ever going to touch the government's help. Ever. You don't need it. You will stay at home with me and you will provide for oneself. You get me? Because it's in the small print, innit? In the small print saying, don't you dare make any extra money. Because if you do, your benefits scum now. You know what I mean? Fucking joke, man. But anyway, so that's that basically, guys. I just wanted to run that by people because, like, I felt like this is a part of my life I need to document and I need to hold myself accountable. I need to stay strong through this time because if I slip in any way right now, we'll end up homeless. Because we're basically running a household off my full-time wage and eBay income. The whole house. And we all know the whole house is not cheap today. You get me? So I wish there was a way out. I really do. I wish we could just live in my car. If there was a way out and I could go live on some farmer's field in my car, I would. But first of all, I've got 2 kids, so we can fit in the car, but I don't. That's on a different level of peak, innit? But if we had a caravan, we'd be out here homeless straight up. Like, basically, if there's one message to take from this video, guys, and for those people who have no family and no kids, rago, don't get involved with the government, yeah? Don't take no help. Just live in your car and do your thing, yeah? And just suffer. Suffer while it's just you, get me? Because whatever suffering I go through is suffering for the kids, basically. So it's like, I can only take on so much suffering, although I'm willing to live in a swamp. I don't think my 9-year-old and my 3-year-old really want to live in a swamp, you get me? But basically, that's that, guys. I just wanted to tune in and basically document this journey. It's nearly the end of the month, actually, so I will be doing like some tallying up and that of basically what we've done this month. It's significantly more than last month, but I don't think I've outdone myself as much as I wanted to. Mainly because of like ramping down these listings the last few days. But I've got like, look at the state of the room over here, guys. This is all death pile stuff, basically. So I have got the stock here to keep pushing my eBay. So that's basically what I'm going to do. 5-6 listings a day. At least for the next few days till the end of this month, and then next month I'll probably just go up to like 6 or 7 listings a day, and basically just keep these videos coming. Try and make a little YouTube alongside this. These last couple videos, I basically had more views and more comments and more. Basically, it's got a little bit of traction now. I got like 6 subscribers over these last few videos, which is mad. I got like 3 over like the last 15 videos. You get me? So that's basically telling me that I'm doing something right. So I appreciate everyone who rolled through. Anyone who rolls through on this video, be sure to subscribe, smash the like button. If anyone's going through a similar struggle or has been through a similar struggle, just let man know, innit? But basically, this is me documenting my suffrage. Virtually live. It's about 3 days late. So if I end up homeless on this channel, by the time you guys see the video, I've been homeless for 3 days already. That's how things are running out here, you get me? But basically, guys, that's it for today's video. I'm going to call it a day there because I've got 2 more videos to upload and I want to get one dropped today, actually. So basically, yeah. As well, I've got my computer fixed now, or it just fixed itself. So I might be able to start editing videos, which means a lot of things, actually. I can do some shit. Maybe I'll get a camera later down the line. Just trying to up things, innit? But first things first. I need to get through this month. I need to get through next month. And I need to get through the next month after that. And I need about 3 to 6 months to to level out with like my new type of lifestyle, you get me? But like I'm getting used to it. I'm getting used to the habit of sourcing and listing and just doing my thing no matter what. Like although my listings have been a little bit finicky this month because of the struggle, I've not missed a day. I have missed a day. I've missed 3 days this month. But like I only missed those 3 days. I was saying that like in a sad voice then. I needed to miss those 3 days. I'll tell you why I missed those 3 days. It was to sort my tax out. So basically now, I've got like a little cardboard box down here with a bunch of plastic wallets and some filed away over here for like this year's and last year's tax. And basically today, I've been out, bought these Peloton, got my receipts. So like I'm doing things now, you get me? So I'm trying to take it serious, trying to keep everything in order. Just so I don't end up my ass in prison, you get me? Or like with a big ass fine. So basically guys, if you're going to start eBay and you're receiving help of the government, either don't let them know at all, don't transfer money to you. So this is a little criminal tip. Don't transfer funds back and forth to your slave account from your like freedom account. Just have your freedom account completely separate. That's where I fucked up, otherwise I would have been fine till April till I submitted anyway. But now they've been banished for doing well in life, so yeah. Other than that guys, I appreciate everyone. Get me, and we out.